In the headlines, ex-Rivers Governor Amechi joins protest over e-transmission of election results. Federal government begins implementation of 40% allowance increase for varsity lecturers. Port Harcourt refinery can be functional within 1 week, says Pengassan boss Usifo. Insecurity, Chief of Army Staff deploys special forces to Plateau. On the foreign scene, Trump threatens to block opening of US-Canada bridge. And in sports news, Simba SC Raja Casablanca interested in Nwabali. A very wonderful afternoon to you, and thank you for staying with us on Diamond 88.7 FM Ilorin. This is News on the Hour. I am NEDU OKORIE. We'll bring you details of the news after this break. Do stay with us.
Any opportunity in this country, I don't lose hope. Oh my God, jackpot.
Leaving the country may not be the solution that you think it is. Don't make leaving Nigeria the only solution to your life challenges. Japa because you want to, but stop raising it as a solution to national issues that you can work on and fix. Nigeria will always be your home, and together we can make it better.
This message is reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM Ilorin.
And you're welcome back from that short break. Please do note that you can listen to us via our website on www.diamondfm.net. You can also watch us live on YouTube at Diamond FM Ilorin. Now the news in detail. Former Rivers State Governor Rotimi Amechi has joined other protesters as demonstrations against the Senate's rejection of mandatory electronic transmission of election results continued in Abuja today. Amechi, who attended the protest with his son, a medical doctor, said he brought him along in case the demonstration turns violent and injuries are sustained. The former Minister of Transportation explained that he came with his son to demonstrate his belief that during major protests, leaders should be at the forefront with their families. Amechi also alleged that the ruling All Progressives Congress APC is opposed to electronic transmission of election results because it fears losing elections.
Whether we like it or not, these men will not give up. They will bring policemen. We must mobilize in such a way that we should match police for police. We ourselves must let them know that they should participate. They should join us. When they see the number of people who have come out, they will join. What's the advantage of electronic transmission? The advantage that very few persons will die on election field. Very few Nigerians. You are saving the lives of Nigerians. The current situation you have now is that every election, people are dying in their droves, in their large number. And because people are dying, they don't care. That day, Senator Babi will be in his mansion with police, with army protecting him, while people like us will be on the field. And they are rigging the election. You know one funny thing? If you think they won't rig, you're wasting time. To stop them from rigging, we must come out in large numbers.
And that was the voice of Mr. Rotimi Amechi, the former governor of Rivers State. The federal government has commenced the implementation of key welfare components of its renegotiated agreement with the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU. In a statement on Monday, Tunji Alausa, the Minister of Education, said the federal government had fulfilled its obligation under the agreement by approving the 40% consolidated academic allowance CAA increase for ASU members with effect from January 1, 2026. Recall that the federal government on January 14 signed the renegotiated agreement with ASU to address the recurring strikes in Nigeria's public universities. The new agreement, however, follows intensive renegotiation between the government committee and leadership of ASU, which was concluded in 2025. The president of the Petroleum and Natural Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria, Pengasan, Festus Osifo, has stated that the old Port Harcourt refinery has been rehabilitated to about 90% and can be brought back into operation within 1 week if the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, decides to do so. Osifo disclosed this today while speaking on national television, stressing that the refinery is technically ready for operation, but considerations about profitability remains a major factor influencing NNPCL's decision on when to start the facility. He further explained that although extensive rehabilitation work has been carried out, operational losses could arise due to the cost of crude oil relative to the value of refined products. The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Waidi Shaibu, has approved the immediate deployment of the Chief of Army Staff Intervention Battalion of Special Forces to Plateau State. A press release signed by the Media Information Officer of Joint Task Force Operation Enduring Peace, Captain Chinonso Ote, and cited on the Nigerian Army's X handle today, described the move as a potential game changer in tackling insecurity in the region. The troops already in the state are tasked with to aggressively and decisively address the recent resurgence of terrorist attacks. Still on the local scene, there was a heavy security presence today at the National Secretariat of the Labour Party in Abuja as the acting national chairman, Senator Nnamdi Usman, took over the headquarters from the Julius Abure-led faction. Usman confirmed the development to newsmen via a phone interview through a senior special advisor on media, Ken Asogwa. Sources within the party said the new leadership had also directed members to begin preparations to take over other Labour Party state secretariats across the country, when contacted to confirm whether OT-backed faction had fully taken over the National Secretariat. Usman said the move was long overdue. And lastly, on the local scene, the head of News and Current Affairs Department, Diamond FM, Taiwo Adediran, has highlighted privatization as a major factor that can revive the nation's 4 refineries, following the halt of operations by the group CEO of Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, Mr. Bayo Ojulari, due to operational decline. He stated this today while featuring on Diamond Breakfast Show, noting that more than 13 trillion naira was disbursed for turnaround maintenance during the leadership of the former NNPCL CEO, Mele Kyari. Adediran, however, noted that the funds had not been accounted for, stressing that the government has no business running a business. Adediran therefore maintained that privatization of NNPCL is a better option and a sustainable solution to end the years of the refinery's downtimes. Using Dangote Refinery as an example, he stated that the privatization works better as private individuals and organizations are more value and profit-oriented compared to government-owned organizations. The news is reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM Ilorin. We now go on a break, and when we return, we bring you foreign news where Trump threatens to block opening of US-Canada bridge. Please stay with us.
Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Diamond 887 FM. Diamond FM, shining supreme.
And you're welcome back from the break. You're still listening to the news on the hour, reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM Ilorin. We now move on to the foreign scene. President Donald Trump has threatened to block the opening of a bridge connecting the U.S. and Canada until the U.S. government is fully compensated for everything it has given to its northern neighbor. According to Trump, the Gordie-Howe International Bridge connecting the Canadian province of Ontario to the U.S. state of Michigan would not open until the Canadian government treats the United States with the fairness and respect it deserves. According to the project's website, the bridge is being funded by the Canadian government but will be publicly owned by both Canada and the state of Michigan. However, Trump said negotiations would begin immediately without elaborating. Still on the foreign scene, Australian police have defended their actions after violently clashing with protesters during a demonstration against a visit by the Israeli president, Israel Herzog. Videos emerged of police charging and punching protesters during the rally in Sydney on Monday night, with a state parliament member among those who said they were injured in the clashes. Police said 27 people were arrested, with 9 later charged and 10 officers assaulted. Meanwhile, according to the new South Wales Police Commissioner, Mal Lanyon, officers showed remarkable restraint, adding that they did what was necessary. Recall that earlier, rally organizers had failed in their court bid to overturn the powers of the police that limits their right to demonstrate during Israel Herzog's visit. And that's it on the foreign scene. We now move on to our sports stories. Nigerian goalkeeper Stanley Nwabali is reportedly attracting the interest of Simba SC and Raja Casablanca following his exit from South African outfit Chippa United last week. The 29-year-old shot-stopper, who was on the books of Chippa United for 4 years, got his contract terminated by the Chile boys on Nwabali's request. Meanwhile, Nwabali has earned reputations as one of Africa's best goalkeepers after an outstanding campaign for Nigeria at the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations in Morocco. Still in sports news, Manchester City striker Erling Haaland has warned Arsenal that the race for the Premier League title is not yet over. Haaland, who scored the winning goal in Man City's 2-1 win over Liverpool at Anfield, made this known in an interview on the club's website. Meanwhile, his words serve as an early reminder that City's challenge remains very much alive despite Arsenal's current dominance. And with that sports story, we've come to the end of News on the Hour. But before we go, here is the recap of the major highlights. Ex-Rivers Governor Amechi joins protest over e-transmission of election results. Federal government begins implementation of 40% allowance increase for varsity lecturers. Port Harcourt refinery can be functional within 1 week, says Pengassan boss Usifo. Insecurity, Chief of Army Staff deploys special forces to Plateau. On the foreign scene, Trump threatens to block opening of US-Canada bridge. And in sports news, Simba SC Raja Casablanca interested in Nwabali. And before we go, did you know that on this day in 2006, renowned Nigerian human rights activist and medical doctor Beko Ransom Kuti, who is also the elder brother to Fela Kuti, passed away? Now you know. And for news coverage or information about happenings around you, kindly contact Diamond FM newsroom number on 0916 062 7526. On behalf of the production crew, I am NEDU OKORIE. Thank you for listening to your shining supreme station, and stand by for the news on the hour in Yoruba language. A wonderful afternoon to you.